Frederick Douglass, the fight that changed everything. This is Burden of History, where truth isn't just told, it's restored. Still watching? Don't forget to subscribe and/or follow for more. When people talk about Frederick Douglass, they talk about his speeches, his writing, his intellect. But the moment that changed everything for him was a fight. Douglass was still a teenager when he was sent to the plantation of Edward Covey, a white man known for breaking enslaved people. Covey had a reputation for cruelty, and he didn't just beat the people he enslaved, he terrorized them. He used humiliation, starvation, and isolation as tools to destroy their spirit. And for a while, it worked. Douglass wrote that during his time with Covey, he felt broken, hopeless, as if his intellect had fled. Then came the day Covey tried to whip him again. But this time, Douglass didn't take it. He fought back. For 2 hours, they wrestled, cursed, punched, and slammed into fences and barn walls. Covey had a whip. Douglass had his will. And by the end of it, Covey backed off. And he never laid a hand on him again. That fight changed Frederick Douglass forever. It wasn't just physical, it was psychological warfare. Because enslaved people were never expected to resist. And Covey, he didn't report it. Because admitting he'd been beaten by someone he was supposed to control would ruin his reputation. Douglass later wrote, "It rekindled the few expiring embers of freedom and revived within me a sense of my own manhood." From that day forward, Douglass knew they could beat his body, but they would never own his mind again. This moment wasn't just important to him, it became a lesson to every enslaved person who heard his story. You may not win every fight, but standing up breaks the system's illusion of control. And what did Douglass do after that? He didn't run, not yet. He waited, watched, and eventually he escaped on a train disguised as a free sailor, traveling hundreds of miles to freedom. But it started with a fight that wasn't just about survival. It was about declaring his humanity in a system built to erase it. This wasn't in your textbook, but it should have been. Because before he wrote a word, before he gave a speech, before he became the most photographed man in 19th century America, Frederick Douglass fought back. And he won? Follow Burden of History. For more stories of resistance they tried to leave out of the lesson plan.